So, good day everyone. So, I will be presenting the Python Laboratory Activity Challenging version. So, this activity divided into five main parts. At bawat part ay may iba't ibang problems na tinutukan. Ang basic na concept sa Python programming, hindi lang siya basta computation. Tinutulungan din tayo nito ma-develop ang logical thinking, yung tamang paggamit ng condition, at kung paano gumawa ng user interactive program. So, let's start with the part 1, which is yung variable and data types. Sa unang part, kung ang focus natin ay sa variable data types at pagkuha ng input sa user. Ito yung pinaka-foundation ng Python dahil halos lahat ng mga program nagsimula sa pag-store ng data. So, student information system. Dito, humingi tayo dito ng basic student details tulad ng student ID, full name, section, and tatlong grades. After nun, kinumpit natin yung average by adding all grades then dividing it by 3. So, yung purpose dito is to matutunan natin kung paano mag-handle ng strings and float, paano gumamit ng input, at paano gumawa ng formatted output. Para siyang mini-form na commonly makita sa school systems. Yan. Kunwari, ganito. Nag-input tayo ng student ID which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tapos yung name namin is Miguel Minguis. Tapos yung section BSIT. Tapos 85.90. Tapos 88.5. Tapos yung average niya is 88. Yun, ito yung output niya. Tapos next, dito naman tayo sa salary calculator. So yung second activity, nag-input tayo ng employee name, basic salary, tsaka overtime hours. Yan, ito yung code. May fixed value ang overtime per hour, which is 150. After that, we compute gross salary, 12% tax, tsaka net salary. So, yung goal nito ay masanay sa arithmetic operations, pag-compute ng tax, at pag-display ng results na may two decimal places, which is important sa real-world financial system. Yan. Ito yung output. Yung employee name is Miguel Minguis, tapos yung gross salary is 2,400, tapos yung tax niya is 12%, naging 2,880, tapos yung net salary niya is 21,120. Yan. Ito yung output. Tapos next, yung online shopping cart. Sa third problem, gumagawa naman tayo ng mini shopping cart. Tapos yung user input niya is product name, quantities, unit prices, then kinumpit natin ang total per item at buong total cart. Kung ito yung pinakasimpleng version na may nakita na sa online shopping platforms. Tapos, tinuturo nito kung paano mag-loops, multiple variable, inputs, and proper data display like a receipt. Yan. Yan, kung yan, nag-order ka ng dalawang apples, 50 equals 100. Tapos ang milk, yung presyo ng milk is 70. Tapos yun, isa lang pinili mo, 70. Tapos yung bread, 35 isa. So, yung 35 tatlong bread, nag-equals 105. Tapos yung, yan, total niya, 275. So, dito naman tayo sa part 2. Yung conditional statement. Leap year checker. To check if your leap year is kailangan sundin ng rules na divisible by 4, not for 100. Divisible by 4 but not 100. Divisible by 5 or divisible by 400. Ganun na. Ito magandang example kung paano gumamit ng logical operators. Yan. Ng and or at percent for remainders. Yan. Mari yan. Enter our year. lalabas niya kung leap year yun o kaya hindi. Yes, alam niyo naman natin kung ano yung leap year. Yes. It's into triangle type identifier. Dito, nag-input tayo ng 3 representing sides of a triangle. Pero hindi agad ibig sabihin ng triangle na sila. Dapat muna masatisfy ang triangle inequality rule. Tulad ng A plus B is greater than C. A plus C is greater than B. Tas B plus C is greater than A. Ganun. Yan o. Check printer word is all equal. Equilateral, all equal. Isosceles, to equal. Tas pag scalene, all different. Tapos, not a valid triangle, triangles unequal, fails. Yan yung code. Tapos, yung ibig sabihin nun, yung kapag valid triangle, tsaka natin i-check kung equilateral. Kapag equilateral, lahat equal. Mag isosceles, dalawang sides equal. Kapag scalene, lahat different. This trend used as to combine multiple conditions, check properly. Yan. Ayan, nag-enter ka ng side A, 45. Nag-enter ka ng side B, 76. Nag-enter ka ng side C, 94. Scalene yan. So, dito tayo sa number 3. Number comparison game. Dito, nag-i-input tayo ng tatlong numbers at i-identify din natin kung ano yung largest number, then kung even or odd ito. Simple lang siya pero importante dahil halos lahat ng real-life programs involve comparisons. Ayan, enter number 1, 23. Enter number 2, 24. Yung lalabas na yung i-ano niya kung even or odd, yung pinakamalaking number, which is yung 78. So, yung 78 is even. Yan. So, dito naman tayo sa part 3. Conditional statement. If else. Say if else naman. Scholarship eligibility. Based sa average grade, family income, may tatlong possible outputs. Yung full scholarship, saan yun? Not partial scholarship, tsaka not eligible. Ito yung example ng real-world decision system na very dependent sa multiple factors. Yan. Kung wari yan, nag-enter ka ng average mo, dito malalaman kung pwede ko pasok ka ba sa scholarship. Yan. Kung yun, basta yun. Yung next is electricity bill calculator. Sa rules niya is 5 per kilowatts if 100 or below. And 8 per kilowatts if above 100. Plus 50 service charge. Tapos dito, tinutulungan yung real world computation at kung paano isama ang service charges. Yan, tulad nyan. Yung kilowatt hour, kung ano yung dagdag ng kilowatt hour, yun yung magiging total bill mo. So number 3, username and password validation. If username is admin and password is 12345, lagi is successful. At otherwise, invalid credentials. Yung mga mimic basic login logics, napaka-common sa kahit anong application. Yan. Ito yung code niya. Enter ka ng username, admin, enter password. Parang nag-login lang. So, next natin is part 4. Conditional statement ulit. If-elif. Bus fare system. Ito yung magiging input niya. Base fare, zone 1, 20. Zone 2, 30. In zone 3, 40. Yung age-based discounts. Ito yung mga discounts niya. Below 5, free. 5 to 18, 50% off. Yung above 60, 30% off. This activity teaches combining category-based logic and age-based condition para makuha ang final fare. Yan. Ito siya. Mari yan. Nag-enter ako ng age 22. So, tapos ang mag-ano doon, enter zone, ikaw din mag-enter zone niya, which is Dito nakalagay yung 120. Kasi bata pa siya, 22 eh. So, ang lumabas, ang fair niya is 20 lang. Yan. So, next natin yung GPA to letter grade converter. Ranges 36 to 3.6 to 4.0. 3.0 to negative 3.59. 2.0 negative ay minus 2.99. 1.0 minus 1.99. Below 1.0 is F. Yan. Ito siya. Ano lang siya, pareho lang siya sa grading system natin sa school, kaya madaling i-visualize. Yan. Pare, yung grade mo, 2. Yan. Lalabas siya, letter C. Yan. So, yung pangatlo, ATM withdrawal validator. So, ATM withdrawal validator. Withdrawal must be multiple of 100 na exceed 20,000. Kung invalid, dapat nakaspecify ang dahilan, invalid amount or exceed limits. This train us to properly handle input validation which prevent errors or fraud in real banking system. Yan. Ito yung code niya. Check ko ba ako. Hindi na gumagana eh. Okay pa. Ito yung code niya. Yan. Mangyari mag-enter withdrawal ka ng amount 300. Successful yan. Tapos yung part 5 match statement. Match case is a Python version of switch case in mother language. Very useful to kapag fix ang options. First natin yung coffee ordering system. Choices niya, coffee, tea, juice, water. Each has fixed price, then optional takeout. Charge of 5 pesos. Match makes the code cleaner kaya sobrang daming if-else. Yan. Marami siyang if-else kasi pag magpipilian mo marami din. Like coffee, tea, juice, yan. Yan. Ito muna. Ito yung input niya. Which is enter drink. Papipiliin mo kung coffee, tea, juice, or water. So, pinili niya yung coffee. Then, take out. Tatanungin ka niya kung yes or yes. Magte-take out ka. Tapos, yes or no. Yan. Valid choice. Yan. Total 5. Yan. Next, yung grade remarks with match. Letter grade remark. A for excellent. B for very good. C for good. D for fair. F for failed. Yan. Ito, case ulit. Which is, ginamit naman natin yung excellent, very good, tsaka good. Yan. Enter letter grade A, excellent. Parang in-output lang niya kung ano yung ano dito. Yan, A, B, C. Mara, maglagay ka ng letter A. Nalagay excellent. Next naman natin yung currency converter. Nag-convert siya ng USD, Euro, Japan, tsaka Philippine Peso to their Philippine equivalent using fixed rates. Again, match help organize these static choices neatly. Yan. Ito na yung pinakalas natin. Mare, magka-enter ka ng currency, US dollars. Enter amount. Ito yung equivalent niya sa peso. 11,200. Laki ron. So, yun lang guys. Thank you.